possession. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Blue Hens offense will come out first. And here comes the maestro of this offense. As we get late in the season, his performance has made him a contender, if not one of the favorites, for the Heisman Trophy. Quick give. It's Edwards.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Blue Hens peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Right at the line. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Blue Hens have this offense rolling. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. This quarterback part of their running game. There he goes on the stop.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and they got it. It's blocked. That's a high ball. Trying to get the corner. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Ford. Maybe a crease. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Flood. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Let's talk a little bit about Sam Houston. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Right side, it's Barry Johnson. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Ford. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Trying to establish the run. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. And the Blue Hens will hustle to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
It'll be a first and 10 from the 29. He breaks a tackle. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Blue Hens pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got out of trouble and throws. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Second and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. And the Blue Hens with the first and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. From the red zone, looking for a space. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Long way to go on second down. Running inside, it's Edwards. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Now on the counter. Nice move to keep running. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Unleashes one. Right side, it's Barry Johnson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Bearcats in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, it's Ford. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Flood. Makes the grab. Got room at the 35. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Second down to the air. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. Pulls it. Looking for an alley. He'll pitch it. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. They'll run the screen. Sweet cut there. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. The Blue Hens want to pick up the tempo. They're going to run it. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun. Had to force that one.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll pull it down. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that 3rd down.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. Back to throw, it's Flood. Look out! Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He wants to throw it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Taking the field down, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them. Yeah,
if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And now on second down for this offense. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Third and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Trying to squeak through the pile. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And the Blue Hens will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Finds a man by himself. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. On the run, it's Ford. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Finds his man on the RPO. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Bearcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal coming up. To the air. It's Flood. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
And I don't think people realize how fast windows close in sports, man. Like, it happens so fast. It looked like the QB thought he had some space, was going to go get the first down, but you got to love the speed of the defense, corralling him quickly and stopping him short of the first down.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Breaks into the open. He's all the way out to the 17 before going out of bounds, and that's just what you want from a running game in this part of the field. 1st and 10 from their own 17. Sends it back in motion. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. The Blue Hens headed quickly to the line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Drops back on 1st down. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's looking to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Makes a grab and room to run. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field. So he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball. Few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
And the Blue Hens can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where it shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers, they're just so dynamic.
The Blue Hens trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've got it down to the 3, now it's 2nd and goal. Buying a little time to his left. Down goes the quarterback, and they turn 2nd and short into 3rd and long. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Illini in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big Ten. Back now to your game in Huntsville. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. Feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
And the Blue Hens will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Running back onto the field, the Bearcats head coach told me at the half, he has really challenged his team coming out of the locker room. At 2-2 in the conference play, they are really with their backs against the wall. The team they're playing today is a much better team, but they feel like they can get back in this game here at home. He said, we have to make a stand. Our season may be on the line right now. It is make it or break it. He wants that level of urgency here to start the third. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not a lot of room to make this catch. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Snowed under by the defense. The Blue Hens want to crank the tempo. Drives inside. Nice move there. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Changing the routes with his receiver. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
And the Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Drops back. It's Flood. Escapes the pressure going right. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Out wide right, it's Ford. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Bearcats are rolling down the field. Turns it upfield.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
Motion from the wide receiver. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Pushes ahead. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. flush to the left. He'll try to do it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Could be an alley.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to throwing, they've got to go a long way. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to 3rd and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on 3rd down.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that first down, and now they have a decision to make. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. So the defense has kept them in it. The offense hasn't done anything, but there's still time if they get going now. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Flood. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Fresh center downs going to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. Finds his man.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Firing to the right, complete.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Jumped on top of the pile. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. They'll run the screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Delaware's offense takes the field to start this drive. Looking for the edge. Pulls it, looking for a crease. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't.
Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season in rushing. Sells the run, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Misses badly on that one.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
2nd and long here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Switch it. Let it go. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. So the defense has kept them in it. The offense hasn't done anything, but there's still time if they get go. Pulls it in on the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They're all over him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Long way to go on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Moving the pocket, it's Flood. On the run, fires downfield. Nice way to knock that one down.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that 1st down marker. 4th down coming. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throwing right. Intercepted for the 11th time. Bringing it back. The 40. He's at the 30. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. Now the brain trust will go to work on both sidelines. The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Bearcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone. And now they're faced with 4th and goal.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success.
Unloads it downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. Keeps it himself. Rides the option, he keeps it. Quick toss. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Edwards. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? And the Blue Hens with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Despite coming up short on the previous 2 4th down attempts, this offense will try it here again. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when